Salem, Craig, congratulations. You've made it into the final round of Forged in Fire. Now we're sending you back to your home forges to create an iconic blade from history. The Egyptian Khopesh. Dating back to 2500 BC, the Khopesh was a curved sickle sword adopted by Egyptians from the Canaanites. It was used to execute their enemies, as an infantry weapon, and also as a symbol of the authority of their nobles. The unique shape of their curved blades meant they could be used to hook a shield, snag an opponent's leg in an attempt to trip them, or even tangle an opposing weapon. The weapon's distinctive design makes the Khopesh easily recognizable in television series such as Game of Thrones. Good luck, bladesmiths. We'll see you in 5 days.
Good luck, man. I'm excited about getting back to the comforts of home and knock out a really nice weapon. Job number one, it's gotta be strong because a Khopesh is the original battle axe. We're gonna use the floor of the shop to get the vision going. That's what we're gonna build. Those Egyptians, man, they had their act together. I didn't like them wearing dresses, but other than that, they seemed pretty cool. Today, I would like to get the profile of the Khopesh done. And making that first bend is pretty much gonna be the moment of truth. Most weapons, whether it be a knife or a sword, is a straight line draw. But this has got a bend, so once the bend is put there, you can't straighten it out and move the bend because you've compromised the material too much. I think it's too long. I'll shorten it up.
Last night, I was able to finalize my design. If I can catch up and forge my profile this morning, that'll be great. I need to restrict my habit of losing track of the time when I'm working on something. I wanted to make kind of a distinctive Damascus for this Khopesh. It's similar to what you would term a Merovingian twist pattern. It's something that you might have found in the ancient swords made by the Merovingian Franks. I'm gonna be trying to twist it up to make the pattern cooler, but I've never tried it with a bar this thick. This is the difficult part. I gotta twist, but not past the point where it's gonna rip apart on me.
This morning, I had to go back to the forge, and I readjusted the blade. We have a curved blade, right? Just the sheer weight of that long material, just heating it up is gonna warp it. The quench is the make or break moment. A lot can go wrong. You know, it's like you guys are gonna hear either major cussing or yippee. If this warps bad, I have to start over. Come on, baby. I'm afraid to wipe it back and see if I got it or not. Yes. Yippee.
Because I twisted the steel billet for this blade, it's possible that it may untwist in the quench. I hope I'm not visited by the tink fairy. Now, that's when your blade goes tink, and you know it cracked in the quench. Fingers crossed. Oh, that looks pretty good.
Today, we just have to cross your T's and dot your I's. I've sharpened my blade, I got an edge on it, and now I'm ready to go for the test. Let's see if this thing will cut. I've got a piece of lumber all the way from Japan. It was grown in an orchard by a small samurai. I thought, one day, Craig, this lumber will give its life for you. There's no damage to the blade, man. It looks like that'll do. I really like the way the sword turned out, and I'm gonna give Salem a run for his money.
Yesterday, I finished my blade. I feel like the two most striking things about this weapon are the bold Damascus pattern and the integral construction. It's all forged out of one piece of metal. Very simple, but hard to pull off. Well, I'd hate to shave my face with it, but it's pretty darn sharp for arm hair. I hope that Craig's Khopesh turned out really awesome because my blade deserves some stiff competition. Cool.
Bladesmiths. It is said that the historic design of the Khopesh evolved from a battle axe. Its edge was so sharp that it said it could cut through just about anything. To test the sharpness of your weapon, I will see how well it cuts through a sandbag, a sugarcane, and a rope. Salem, you're up. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Well, Salem, it definitely is easy enough to cut through a sandbag, cut through sugarcane, but the forward weight being a little bit tip-heavy was a little bit harder to slice through on the upward stroke, but definitely it's a very sharp weapon. This, sir, will cut. Good job.
Thanks.
Craig, you're up. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Well, Craig, it cut through a sandbag, cut all the way through 3 sugar canes, but the same idea on an upward swing for the test. It did lacerate the rope, but it didn't cut through. But overall, it will cut. Now it's time to move on to the kill test. To test the functionality and lethality of your blade, I will attempt to rip off these shields, then deliver killing blows on this ballistic dummy. Let's see how much damage your weapon can do. Salem, you're up. You ready?
All right.
The hook on your tip does allow to rip off the shield. The edge you have right here caused some serious damage. Enough to cut all the way through the belly here. At the same time, I've cut through all these bones, from the clavicle to the ribs. This, sir, will kill. Craig, it's your turn. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's do this. Well, Craig, what I like about your particular hook design over here is that as you puncture, twist, and rip out, everything that you have in there will hook and come out with it. The edge cut all the way into the bone and broke these ribs, the sternum. This, sir, will kill.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, what I'm going to do to test the strength of your weapons is take 7 blows against these animal femurs. Salem, you're up. Are you ready?
Great.
Now, Salem, in examining your weapon, we noticed a small delamination on the back of the blade.
I was not expecting that. I'm just hoping that the edge stays hard.
So we're going to keep an eye on that through the testing, and we'll see if it opens up. Well, Salem, that did a job on those bones. Now, there's a little bit of deflection on your blade, but that back mark didn't open or split at all. Now, you can see I went through 2 of those bones and was well into the 3rd. Well done.
Thank you.
So, Craig, it's your turn. You ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Well, Craig, you can see a lot of chips right there in the impact zone. The first few blows against those femurs, it started cutting really nicely. Broke through the one, but as we started to lose edge here with those chips and deflections, it just stopped cutting. It was more of a bludgeoning impact blow. But I felt it really cut well when I was swinging it. All in all, nice design. I like your handle construction, and it's definitely a chopper. So, gentlemen, good job.
Salem, Craig, in just 5 days, you've both delivered your own unique versions of the Egyptian Khopesh. But in this arena of competition, there can only be one winner. Salem, you are the Forged and Fire champion. Congratulations.
Good job. Thank you. Good job to you, too.
Craig, please surrender your weapon.
This experience was harder than I thought it was going to be. I need about 3 gin and tonics, and I'm just going to make the bad man in the back of my head go away.
Salem, it's safe to smile now because you're the Forged and Fire champion, the recipient of $10,000. Congratulations.
The fullers on that blade just really bring that pattern out. I think that's a really nice touch.
It's just crazy. It's gonna take a while to sink in. I'm kind of stunned right now.